Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report talking about Neymar, as a report have revealed that PSG offered Neymar on loan to Barca as part of the Dembele deal. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Joao Cancelo, as it has been reported that Barcelona have agreed personal terms with the Manchester City star, according to Fabrizio Romano. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. According to David Bernabeu Rivetta of Sport, Barcelona were offered an opportunity to sign Neymar on loan by PSG as part of the operation that will see Ousmane Dembele move the other way. Dembele is close to completing a transfer to PSG, with a move expected to be done and dusted by the weekend. The Parisian Giants will be paying a transfer fee of 50 million euros for the winger, having activated a private clause in his contract with Barca. Although the Blaugrana will not be receiving the entire sum, part of it will end up in the players' pockets. Now, it has emerged that during negotiations for Dembele, PSG offered Barcelona an opportunity to re-sign Neymar Jr. The Brazilian superstar has grown very unsettled in Paris and looks set for an exit this summer, and had previously offered himself to Barcelona. Now PSG too went forth and provided the La Liga champions a chance to take Neymar back on a loan deal, as the club are keen to get him off the books and know that the player would jump at the chance to move back to Barcelona. But they say Barca shut down the opportunity. However, Barca were quick to reject such possibility, as the club have no desire whatsoever to bring Neymar back at this point. For starters, the Brazilian international's wages could be too high for Barca, and there would be no way to fit him into the current wage structure. On top of that, manager Xavi Hernandez does not wish to have Neymar in his squad either, so the Catalans were quick to reject PSG's proposal to sign him on a loan deal as part of the Dembele operation. Neymar spent 4 very successful years at Barca between 2013 and 2017, forming a deadly partnership with club legends Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. He left the club for PSG in 2017 for a world record fee of 222 million euros, but could now be on the move this summer. A return to Barcelona, however, is off the table. Of course, this comes as a shock to me. This comes as a shock to many Barca fans that Neymar was offered in this Dembele deal, according to this revelation by Spanish outlet Sport. And honestly, I definitely wish Barca could have accepted this. Like, looking at the economic point of view, we do understand that in terms of the wages, we can't afford to pay Neymar. That's the honest truth. That is why it can be understandable that Barca rejected such possibility to bring Neymar back, because the wages could have been a big burden. We know that Barcelona, or Laporta, sorry, is trying to regulate the wages since he became president for the second time. But if we're looking at it at a sporting perspective, I don't see any reason why Barca should reject Neymar at all. And going on to say Xavi does not need Neymar in his team, like is Neymar not better than all of those wingers he have? Like, it makes me, in fact, I don't think there's any sense in that, because if it is for sporting reasons, Neymar should be given the opportunity to play for Barca back. Because to be honest, to say Xavi does not need Neymar in his team, he does not need him, it makes no sense, because Neymar is still far better than the players he have. Neymar is still far better than the likes of Ferran Torres, than the likes of Ansu Fati. So I don't think if Javi says he does not need Neymar in his team, then he's making a very big mistake. That's just my own opinion. But we all understand that Neymar can't return to Barca, more of a economic reason that Barca can't afford to pay his wages, and of course it will just crumble our finances, and financial fair play will be against us, and we know what that means. When we go against that, we will suffer a lot of consequences. So I think that should be more of a reason why the Neymar deal looks impossible. And of course, Dembele going to PSG is already certain, and the move is almost getting finalized. So it is what it is. We just have to accept life must move on. I don't know why some people feel so bad, but life must move on. We have loose players far better than Dembele, players who are legends, and Barca will always be Barca. Will always remain the club. People, players come and go, but Barca remains. The fan remains. Except you are a fragile fan that you also want to go. But I definitely think that I don't think we'll miss Dembele, right? Dembele have been a player that we have still been doing better without him when he is always injured. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. In a huge development, Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Barcelona and Manchester City defender Joao Cancelo have reached an agreement over personal terms. Talks are now ongoing between the two clubs over the structure of the deal that would see Cancelo move to Catalonia this summer. It is no secret that Xavi and Barca are pushing to sign a new right back this summer to address what has been a concerning position in the squad. While several board members, including new director Deco, have been pushing for Ivan Fresneda's signing, Xavi has been insistent on Cancelo. The Barcelona manager has been eyeing the 29-year-old Portuguese international since January, but Man City allegedly ended up blocking the move and loaning him out to Bayern Munich instead. And despite the club's iffy financial position, Xavi has been pushing to sign him for the ongoing transfer window. So earlier today, reports from Portugal indicated that Barcelona are closing in on the capture of Cancelo from Manchester City. Now there appears to be more concrete development on that front, as Fabrizio Romano claims that the 29-year-old right back has agreed personal terms with the La Liga champions. And what now remains is for the two clubs to work out the structure of the operation. It has been reported previously that Barca would wish to sign Cancelo on a loan deal with a permanent purchase option. On Wednesday, Sport claimed that the Blaugrana would have to pay a loan fee of 10 million euros and cover his 14 million euros salary, taking the overall cost of that agreement to 24 million euros. The purchase option could be set at 40 million euros. However, it has also been speculated that Cancelo would be willing to lower his salary in order to join Barcelona. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.